This is Owen McKendry for ESBR Boxing. Absolutely delighted to be joined for the first time by Peter Fury. Peter, we're in Coventry tonight, GBM. You was part of the broadcast team, their first big show on DAZN. How did you find it tonight?
I found it great, to be fair. I thought there were some good questions there, good debates. They're very interesting, so I enjoyed it.
Is there any fighters in particular you picked out? Because obviously a lot of the fighters on these GBM shows are prospects. Izzy's trying to build up to sort of like Danny Quartermain, European level and further. Was there anyone you picked out tonight that you thought a good young talent?
I've seen many a good fight. I've seen Tiernan Bradley, is it? Very good fighter. I tip him for big things. The other Irish kid, what was his name now? Yeah, another good fighter. So, and you know, it's nice to see these young fighters progressing and seeing them on the journey and the progress they're going to make with every fight they have. So it's good to see that. Quartermain was a good fight. Niall Berry's fight was a very good fight. You know, so we can go on and on. There's some good fights on this card.
And what do you make of Izzy and the way he's handling GBM in their rise? Obviously, with your boxing family, you've been surrounded by the biggest promoters, the biggest shows. What do you make of Izzy's rise and how quick it's been?
I think he's a breath of fresh air to this boxing because he's putting on good fights. He ain't just getting big names, plucking them out, you know, and putting them on shows. He's building these kids on live shows, and we're seeing real boxing. That's the thing. We're not looking at a fighter and saying, oh, he's going to win easy. You know, we don't know who's going to win because they're in 50-50 fights. We've seen that with Niall Berry tonight. You know, he was expected to win, but he didn't win. So these are the type of fights that we want to see, and we're getting good competitive fights. So I think it's a brilliant card. Even the first two show openers was 2 stoppages. So it's the good cards.
I did speak to Izzy at the press conference, so he did say how much of a nightmare it's been with pullouts. Hughie was obviously supposed to be on the card. Was he unfortunately one of the fighters that fell victim to pullout?
Yeah, exactly. So this happens, it's boxing. There's nothing we can do. We tried to get other fighters, but the sand's run out the bottle, so we've only got a certain time. Unfortunately, we can't put shows back and back, can we? So we are where we are, but it's not a problem.
How quickly can we roughly expect Hughie to be back out then? Will it be a case of the next GBM show, Hughie Fury on that card?
Yeah, or probably the next one probably be Boxer, because they've got a show the end of August, so we're probably looking to get Hughie on there.
And then in the heavyweight division, we've had that big card announced, September 21st at Wembley, AJ versus Dubois. I believe you had Daniel Dubois in the gym when he was younger. What do you make of that fight from both men's perspectives? Because there's been a massive differing opinions so far.
I think they're both on good form, aren't they, coming into this fight? The only reason I favour Joshua at this time for experience, and he's just mixed at that higher level a lot more, and I just favour him on the speed as well, the hand speed, and he's got very good boxing ability. So I just I pick him in that fight for that reason.
As a trainer yourself, what do you think Daniel Dubois needs to do? Because obviously this is when he obviously went in with Usyk, and now he's in with AJ, and it seems like the AJ of old, the nasty, spiteful AJ that is coming to take his head off. So from a trainer's perspective, what do you think Daniel Dubois needs to do in this fight?
Do you know, I haven't really thought about it, but Don Childs is a good trainer. He's doing well with him. He's improved him a hell of a lot. So they'll have their tactics. You know, it's not really for me to say, but you know, it's very simple. Dubois has got to land them shots if he's to have any success whatsoever. So it's the first one who lands. It's heavyweight boxing.
And what do you make of, obviously there was a bit of the to-do, Daniel saying let's go, AJ coming back with the smash or chair across his face. That side of AJ is a side we haven't seen for a long, long time. Do you think that's the side of AJ heavyweight boxing needs to see?
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't do any harm, and if they've got a genuine dislike for each other, that's fine. You know, but ultimately, for me, looking at it, it doesn't mean anything to me. You know, it's good for boxing, but it means nothing because at the end of that fight, they'll have respect for each other, whichever way it goes.
Peter, thank you so much for your time tonight. It's a pleasure.